Gary's here. Gary, Gary, are you happy with the point from that?
Well, from 1-0 down against a team that are up there in the top 6, and we're in the top 2 or 3 for most of this season, and had a good result last week. I was happy with our performance. I thought we played some good football in the first half without really looking like scoring, although we had a couple of half chances early on, and I knew that we had to show a little bit more intent second half, and to be fair we kept our football going, and at the same time showed more intent to get a goal, and you know, we should have done. We had 3 or 4 very, very good chances. I was celebrating because I thought it was a penalty on Jarrell, but the lads are honest enough to say no, it was just outside. So to answer your question, you know, I'm pleased that we've had 2 good results against 2 good teams, and could have won them both. We had opportunities to win them both, Luton and Notts County. So yes.
If you'd come in at 0-0 at half time, do you think you would have made those 2 half-time changes?
I think I would have done. I mean, it's all hindsight again, but I think I would have done because I wanted to get a hold of the ball, because I knew that Notts County, and you saw how they play, they get the ball forward very quickly, they get up the channels, they got pace and experience up front, and that's how they scored their goal. And I just felt that if we didn't keep the ball, they would just be bashing it down our throats. So we needed to keep the ball. We needed to see at least the first half out. It would have been great if it was 0-0, or we'd have been 1-0 up. But unfortunately, teams that come here that go 1-0 up, shenanigans start happening and all sorts. And you know, it was good that we scored. And then all of a sudden they livened up. They was a bit quicker in what they were doing, sort of thing. But we were in the ascendancy in the second half. So I'm pretty sure the people that were here at Wadham Road today would have enjoyed their team's performance. I hope so, anyway.
You definitely carried more threat in the second half,
yeah.
and Brian came on, Brian Graham, and he really did put himself about in that second half, made a difference.
Yeah, he did. It would have been an even bigger threat if he'd taken one of his 2 pretty comfortable chances. He's apologised to the boys in there, but obviously it's a team game and nobody's fault, etc. But it was good that he got in there, and you know, we did have the free kick at the end that really was, you know, just 2 inches past the post. Keeper's made one good save. Well, I don't know about good saves, but he had to smother a few some good shots when he had a good shot that he saved. So all in all, I was pretty happy with our performance as a whole.
Whether it be by choice or necessity, you've made a lot of half-time substitutions in games recently.
Yeah.
Is that a frustration to you that you've had to change it, or how does that one pan out?
Yeah, well, a little bit. I mean, you know, sometimes at 1-0 down, you have to know that you've got to go forward a little bit quicker to try and get the goal back, because to win the game you've got to score 2 goals. Listen, if we're 2-0 up, I wouldn't change anything. Don't worry about that. If we're 1-0 up, you know, so you just, sometimes the boys need something different in the second half, and the opposition needs something different against them, so that you can catch them out maybe with doing something different. And I changed the shape, changed the cut of the personnel, and of course the second half. That don't mean to say that it's going to happen every time, you know, it just means that I'm always comfortable with players that are on the bench, so they can change a game to how I need it to go.
Just, did you feel that maybe they were a bit County were a bit comfortable against you in the first half because you weren't?
Well, they weren't comfortable. Don't worry about that. It was just that, yeah, we didn't get right in there and make their keeper make too many saves. I think it would have been 70-30, 70-20, 70-20, 80-20, 70-30 as far as possession goes in the first half, and maybe in the second half as well. So they were the ones wasting time in the end to keep the draw after it went 1-1.
How do you feel Jake Andrews doing on his day?
Thought he did well. Thought he did very well. We had a few, you know, that were looking over at us at the end there, because obviously we took Nigel off because he'd got cramp. Jake was going to come off just before that because he was feeling it, and then Winnie hurt his calf. But, so it was like, you know, Custer's last stand. We had to make sure that we got to the end, but thankfully we got to the end of the game in their half, mainly.
I mean, overall, you know, from the game, you know, you've gone to Luton, got a point, you've come here to County, got a point. So overall, you must be quite pleased with those 2 games against 2 tough teams.
Yeah, that'd have been a good question for your first question. we spent an hour just to get to say exactly what I said. Oh, you're right, mate. And I am happy with you know, of course, I'd love to win games at this moment in time with this group, but you know, they're still young and inexperienced, and we still need to learn a little bit more as to, you know, and the new ones coming in, etc. We haven't been able to keep the same team too many times, but all in all, the last 2 games have been pleasing.
Thanks, Gav.
Thanks.